AMT's Daily Minute. I'm excited. This is my first time on camera for the Daily Minute, so it's great to have you here with me. If you didn't catch it this morning, you could have caught Pat McGibbon and myself this morning on the IMTS Spark Network, or Spark channel, where we do a session every Wednesday morning called Business News on Hump Day. We're going to be recapping some of the important economic data points, some of the business stories that really matter to manufacturers. If you didn't check it out, feel free to go back onto IMTS Spark platform, check out today's session, and be sure to check us out every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. I want to talk a little bit about what we talked about this morning, kind of build on it a little bit for the audience that wasn't there. It might be a little bit too early to start talking about recovery in the manufacturing technology industry, but I think we can start to talk a little bit about stabilization. Capacity utilization has popped back up to 71.4 in August. It's a good sign. It's not quite back to where it was before, but it is an increase over kind of the depths of the past couple months as businesses were shut down, factories couldn't produce anything. So it was really an encouraging sign to see that pop up a little bit higher. The Purchasing Managers Index has done the same thing for August, increasing to 56, which is the biggest number actually in about 2 years. Both of those are encouraging signs. We're not back to levels or the pre-coronavirus levels of manufacturing at this point, but they're encouraging signs that are showing incremental gains that manufacturing is making towards recovery. So we're not quite in recovery mode yet, but we are in a sort of stabilization period where we're hoping that we're not going to continue to see any downward trends in manufacturing. We're going to continue to see positive steps in the right direction. Now, I believe Pat talked recently a little bit about the USMCO numbers for July. So August numbers aren't quite out yet, but I do want to give you guys a little bit of a preview. AMT does have a forecasting model that predicts USMCO numbers 1 month out in advance. And for August, the dollar values for August fell, according to the forecasting model, fell about 2% from the previous month and 10% when compared to last August. It's not necessarily surprising to see August numbers down. August is historically a very slow period in the manufacturing technology industry. A lot of people are on vacation. And what we heard from people on the ground was the same thing. Things were a little bit slow in August. But what we have been hearing about September is that things are picking back up, which is, again, another great sign. September generally tends to be a much busier month. So it's great to see that is reflected in some of the activities that we're hearing from members on the ground. One key thing to keep in mind is that automation continues to do well. Everything we're hearing from members is that automation continues to be a key driver in some of their sales. A lot of automation companies or companies that are heavy in the automation field continue to do very well. And part of that is automation always tends to do well in recessions in manufacturing, but also the nature of this recession in particular, of a coronavirus outbreak that cause issues with social distancing and with the potential for people getting sick and shutting factories down. I think people are beginning to rethink what some of those production lines look like, and putting more automation in there, I think, is only going to continue growing. So be sure to use this time not just to capture new customers, but perhaps to capture a new type of business that aligns with your strategy and looking into new ways that you can provide value to your customers. So thanks, everybody. Be sure to check us out on the IMTS Spark platform. Pat McGibbon and I will be there every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. giving you updates like this. And thank you for joining me on AMT's Daily Minute today. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.